close. I see the world, but it's through this window. Another side to see, I'm ready to know. Not every story's written on a sleeve. Some stories take digging deep. Eyes wide open, words unspoken. Where are you going, darling? Where have you been? Stories to tell, emotions we felt, good and the bad in the hands we've been dealt. I wanna know why, I wanna know why you're the way you are. He's from the city, she's from the south. Two different chapters told miles out. The back row living in his White House. So many stories that I need to know. Not every story's written on a sleeve. Some stories take digging deep. Eyes wide open, words unspoken. Where are you going, darling? Where have you been? Stories to tell, emotions we felt, good and the bad in the hands we've been dealt. I wanna know why, I wanna know why you're the way you are. So many stories right in front of me. Some people climb to heights I've never seen. Too many falling down off their feet. These stories take digging deep. Eyes wide open, words unspoken. Where are you going, darling? Where have you been? Stories to tell, emotions we felt, good and the bad in the hands we've been dealt. I wanna know why, I wanna know why you're the way you are. Why you're the way you are. Why you're the way you are. Tiptoe around with face of a stranger. Quiet observer, never get too close. I see the world, but it's through this window. Another side to see, I'm ready to know. Not every story's written on a sleeve. Some stories take digging deep. Eyes wide open, words unspoken. Where are you going, darling? Where have you been? Stories to tell, emotions we felt, good and the bad in the hands we've been dealt. I wanna know why, I wanna know why you're the way you are. He's from the city, she's from the south. Two different chapters told miles out. The back row living in his White House. So many stories that I need to know. Not every story's written on a sleeve. Some stories take digging deep. Eyes wide open, words unspoken. Where are you going, darling? Where have you been? Stories to tell, emotions we felt, good and the bad in the hands we've been dealt. I wanna know why, I wanna know why you're the way you are. Some people climb to heights I've never seen. Too many falling down off their feet. These stories take digging deep. Eyes wide open, words unspoken. Where are you going, darling? Where have you been? Stories to tell, emotions we felt, good and the bad in the hands we've been dealt. I wanna know why you're the way you are.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Silverline Wednesday Night WHAM, hosted by Scott Wakefield!
Oh my goodness! Hello,
I
we're
think I got a
back.
couple of Wednesdays there.
I'm bleeding a little bit. You keep going.
This time it's personal.
Somebody get
Thank
Tim
you.
some salt water gargle.
50K. He was making those introductions for the last few weeks, and it just all came just woo. That's it. That is it. It is Wednesday, and you are here with us. We appreciate you being here. Topic for tonight:
Ska music.
how I spent my Christmas vacation and other fun facts.
Skanking.
So we have no title. I was trying to think of what to call it, but we're gonna recap how we spent the last few weeks, and we're just gonna go just loose and free, talking about our holidays, our vacation, what we did. And we welcome questions. We do at the midpoint have a review of Resident Alien by Wayne Hall. And these streams, our streams are now brought to you in part by listeners like you and Daytona Comic Con. So we would love if you supported them on all of their social medias. Did I say that right? Daytona
Sure.
Beach Comic Con. I apologize. Daytona Beach Comic Con is helping us with our shows here, sponsors of our show, and we would love if you supported them. We have our routine here where we introduce ourselves. If you're new to our Wednesday show, now this is the Wednesday WHAM show. We are a mix of characters here. We have people come and go throughout the night. There is also a Sunday show, and we talk all things comic books, pop culture, Silverline, movies, books, food, and deep discussions into snacking, and the important things like ska music and what a ska dance is called. Look that one up. So let's get rolling, and I will start with the introductions. Roland. Not Roland. Rolling. I'm going to start the bottom of my screen. We're going to say hello. I love for everybody to say what they do for Silverline, what they do for making putting money in the bank account, if that's a thing for you, and how you fill your time. And I love for everybody to say where they are geographically, because we got to. Well, tonight's not a good mix. Tonight's pretty lame as far as variety. By lame, I mean heavy on Florida. But that's
Florida's kind of lame.
Agreed.
It's warm. How can it be lame? It's warm.
I know it's very wintry here. Actually not, but just like Florida, which is down that away, I'm going to start down that away on my screen, and I have Brent Larson, and then Tommy will go, and then Rory. Brent, go ahead. Get us started.
All right, I'm Brent Larson. I am writer and creator of the Silverline book Kalis, and the writer-creator of the upcoming Silverline book Cape Town. During the day, I'm a screenwriter for a local film production group here in Orlando, Florida. And I always feel like I got to do it in threes, but not this time. That's all there is. I got nothing else.
I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities to learn more about the multifaceted nature of Brent Larson as the show progresses. So stay tuned. We'll delve deep into his mind. Tommy, then Rory, then C. Michael Lanning. Go ahead, Tommy.
Thomas Floramonte Jr. I'm also in Florida. I'm in more of the Orlando area, a little west of Orlando. But and I pulled it up on my phone. We were talking about the temperature. It is now, can we see that? It is 50 something degrees, but I think it got close to 70 today, or maybe it was 71 or something.
Hey.
I've been an inker, doing all kind of comic book stuff, but mostly inking. And I just got done inking the Trump's book. Has nothing to do with any political stuff, especially now. But let's not go there. Let's not go there. But I'm also inking the book. It's called Silverline Team Up, featuring Miss Fury and Champion, and inking a bunch of different covers. And but I'm also the co-owner of the printing company Kablam Digital Printing. So there you go. Yep.
The universe's number one.
Oh, the number one comic book printing company in the world.
In the universe, as far as we know.
Oh, in the known universe, and all the ones that you don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Royal O'Boyle, Royal Airships, Rory Boyle.
Howdy.
Go for it.
You asked too many questions. I can't remember them all. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida.
Florida, yay!
For at least another 8 weeks, and then I eagerly await my return to Ohio.
No, we're keeping you.
Stop loss. And I also eagerly await the end of Statute of Limitations. Co-creator with
I've already let all the air out of your tires in your car. You can't leave.
Co-creator of Steam Patriots, along with our Wiley Scott Wakefield here. During the day, I'm just your average marine science technician.
And
we need to discuss that a little bit.
Roland in the chat wants to remind you that you and him will be at the Land Comic Con January 17th.
Yes, correct.
Whoa! All right, mark your
Wow.
calendars. That's a big day, January 14th and January 17th. That's cool. All right, wish I could be there. Oh well, sad face. But Rory, I'll see you back
Very
up
soon.
north of the Mason-Dixon soon.
He's not going. We already told you. He's staying.
Can I move into your garage?
You can if you need to.
All
I
right.
got a double car garage. We don't put any cars in there. It's just full of junk. We'll make you a
Plenty of
spot.
room.
Next to
The
my
boxes and put some bed
next-
sheets on them.
yeah, next to my bicycles. You can sit right there.
To keep the theme of punk rock going, in the words of Hawthorne Heights, Rory left his heart in Ohio because Ohio is for lovers.
That's all right.
Oh, that's
We have our theme for the night.
well done.
We went from Scott to Scribo. All right.
See, Michael Lanning, go for it.
Hi, everybody. I'm C. Michael Lanning. I'm coming from Louisiana, waiting on Scott to come on down with that banjo on his knee. Of course, he doesn't have it behind him tonight, so it doesn't be any good. Oh, somebody
Sorry,
show your
sorry.
banjo, Scott. Anyway, while I'm waiting, I'm a mad scribbler for the forthcoming comic Rejects for Silverline, and currently a co-anchor on Weekend It. You can find us on Geek Insider over on YouTube every Friday.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Tim T. Period.
Right. Hi, I'm Tim T. Cam, the associate editor at Silverline. I'm also a little blind, so producing is a little slow because I broke my glasses snowboarding. I'm also the writer and creator of Wolf Hunter. I do other stuff probably. I help run the craft series on the website. During the day, I work in financial analysis, and I also do Twitch streaming, which is now taxable income. So that's fun this year.
Ooh.
Tommy Wubba also says that he will move into your garage as well.
All right, well, more the merrier. We'll make room for everybody.
We can have
It's
bunk
nice.
beds.
More room for activities.
Bug boxes.
Maybe we can all go to to Disney and maybe go do some Star Wars stuff out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I am also in the actually wintry Oregon area where it is rainy and in the 40s and snowy if you go into the passes.
But you were down here in Florida at one time going to school.
I was for a time.
So you're Floridian too. Well, we'll leave it that. Everybody.
Oh, I will say the heat
Transplant.
did spoil me a bit.
I feel left out.
I have only visited Florida once for my graduation. I attended
yes.
online. That was March of a few years ago. My name is Scott Wakefield, and I have a crummy connection because I live in the boondocks. So I apologize if I'm a little herky-jerky, and I missed part of what Tim said. I'm sure it was very good, and I missed something very important and
It
critical.
was about you. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
Crucial to our evening. And I'm putting them out.
Max headroom going on there.
I hail from beautiful Western New York. Go Bills! Thank you, Brent. That's a sports ball team that competes against other sports ball teams. I'm only a sports ball fan because my local team is doing well for the first time in about 25 years. So if you have an underdog team that you've been rooting for, or at least sort of rooting for, you understand the way we're feeling here in Western New York right now. There are going to be a lot of tables broken by Buffalo Bills fans. So I am the co-creator and co-writer of Steam Patriots with my good buddy Rory there. And I help out with publicity for Silverline. We have 2 projects coming up. I will talk about those a little bit more. But if you are out there and you have a podcast or a blog or a review site or anything like that you talk about pop culture, science fiction, comic books, movies, and you would like one of our creatives on your show, we would love to have one of our creatives on your show. We love to share the wealth. We'll talk about what you've got going on. If you talk about what we've got going on, and what we have going on is coming up January 14th. Mark your calendars. We have 2 titles coming to Kickstarter. 2 awesome titles, 2 original titles, original content made by very original people here at Silverline. Title number 1, Teen Beetle number 1, and then Switchblade number 1 Remix, or Switchblade Remix number 1. I'm not sure if I got that correct.
I think it's
we
remix.
At Silverline, we're a small independent press, and am I max headrooming?
Good.
Sorry. We have we crowdfund our titles here. So what we do is when the book is complete, we put the product up there on Kickstarter for folks to really just pre-order. What you're doing is you are in essence kind of clicking print for Tommy there to know how many copies to print, because we don't put an incomplete project up. We want it to be ready to go, and we don't want there to be any speculation like that happens a lot with crowdfunding. There's always a chance that you don't get what you ordered, but our books are done, and well, they will be come January 14th. I'm not entirely sure. So they'll be ready to go. And we always have awesome bonuses. We have extra content. We have exclusive content. We always have signed stuff. We have extra stuff from our artists. So you're always getting more than you would at a normal comic book that you'd buy off the shelf. We have all the extras. Because we really want you to be part of the Silverline family. And that's the way it goes with the small guys. We bring you in, make you part of the fun. And so January 14th, and keep an eye on our social media sites and YouTube and so forth, and your inbox. If you've supported us before, we try to send out updates. And the biggest thing you can do with those updates is share them with your friends so you can spread the word about our coming titles. That is my Silverline pitch. Did I miss anything, fellas?
What, Scott, have you been talking this
I have
entire
a
time?
horrible connection. I'm so sorry.
See, now here's my
You're all
thought though.
very slow.
This,
I was watching
gonna
a
try to
YouTube
fix it.
video. What are we talking about?
so here's my thought now: is now we can't allow Scott to go to any conventions So no one's actually seen him in person, so we just give the illusion that he's actually an AI.
He's not here.
So
He's still at bad
I'm
day.
going to pass. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'm just going to keep talking, and I'm going to blathering on about Silverline. Our topic, folks, if I'm still here,
Yes.
is what we did over our Christmas vacation. And I want to open up and find out what we did. And
we have to write an essay for this?
I might have to log off for just a second. What's that? Yeah.
Did we have to write an essay? It sounds like we had to write an essay.
Needs to be like Ralphie from a Christmas Story. What I want for Christmas. That's really good. So you want me to get the ball rolling? Hey, you guys are all like moving now on my screen.
That's good.
I assume everyone had a pretty low key. I'll keep saying Christmas, but vacation, New Year's, all that sort of stuff. It is our tradition to hang out with the in-laws. I do get along with them. I'm very, very thankful and happy about that. My kids like to go over to their house Christmas Eve night, and then we try to keep it slow. I can't stand the mad presents rush of tearing everything open in about 38 seconds being done with Christmas. So I'm like I'm the enforcer, one present at a time, and like, oh, my dad.
Every 30 minutes you get to open one present. Here's one. You gotta at least play with this present for 30 minutes before you can move to the next thing.
I'm pretty strict. One at a time, one person opening, so we can all see what.
Oh God, that'd take all day.
Well,
one present, one kid every 30 minutes. What?
Well, I don't know about 30 minutes, but we one present, one kid, open, thank you to whomever bought it, all that sort of stuff. And then someone else gets to. My youngest likes to, of course, dig for the presents and find them all. That's her thing.
Pass them out.
She's just turned 9. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
that's cute.
So that was. Oh, Rory. Sorry, I've got a 9-year-old. Yeah.
good Lord.
Rory's like the old uncle over there. Like.
I knew her before she was even born.
Yep, the one born and lived on a boat in Alaska. That's child number 3. Who else? Anybody else have a tradition that you stick to? Were you able to stick to any traditions this year?
My family's all over the place.
Do what?
So my family's all over the place. We do Hanukkah, Yule, and Christmas, so it's kind of split.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
Wow.
trifecta.
Yeah.
The only traditional thing that we kind of do, my wife and I do. I mean, of course, this time we didn't. We're down here in Florida. All of our relatives are in Mississippi, so we decided not to make the trip home. Keep it COVID safe kind of thing. We didn't want to be involved with them. We didn't think that we try to keep it. Well, anyway, but the traditional thing that we do is we don't have a big Christmas meal. What we do is we get just all kind of, a couple of days beforehand, we'll just go get all kind of snacks kind of stuff. So we just get a bunch of appetizers is what we do. So we just eat appetizers from the morning until night. That's our Christmas thing that we do. That's kind of our traditional thing. Yeah, just weird,
awesome.
different appetizers. No, like some people will do turkey and dressing and blah, 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 whatever, big Christmas meal. But ours is just snacky stuff all day long.
Love it.
That's what we do.
Love it. I could eat the little cocktail weenie pigs in a blanket.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We didn't we take those guys and we throw them in some sort of this jelly stuff, chili sauce kind of thing that makes it so it's not barbecue sauce per se kind of thing, but it's that kind of deal. And I'm getting a report from over here. It's chili sauce and grape jelly.
Ooh.
That's what she said that she makes it out of.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Renee,
really
our
good.
reporter in the field.
Yeah. So it's
My wife
little-
does.
yeah. The little
She does a
smokies, the
roast.
little
We have a
guys.
roast. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Quentin in YouTube said I traveled to to Mississippi from Texas twice. Amy Stephanie in Facebook says grape chili and chili sauce in
Yeah.
equal amounts.
Yes.
Quentin also said he got hammered with milk and cookies. We got hammered on Moscow Mules and Four Loko.
Ooh.
We went to
Moscow Mules. Yeah.
last Christmas. We went to one of our buddies' house that thought they wanted to prepare the little smokies for us, but they used barbecue sauce, and Renee and I ate it anyway. It's like they were like, "But this is the way we thought you made it," and we're like, "No, that's not how you make it, but it's okay. Well, not barbecue sauce. It's something weird. It's not barbecue sauce."
We do Moscow Mules and Irish Mules like for Christmas and Yule if we don't get like some sort of like heartier stout for Yule, and then New Year's we did Four Loko mixed with Nos, and that was a migraine and a half afterwards.
Yeah.
Everyone in my family has skateboarded at least once.
Yeah.
That's the aesthetic.
What about you, Brent? What do you guys do?
My wife and I flew out to Bernie, Texas, which is just outside of San Antonio, and got to see lots of zero social distancing at the airport, which did not surprise us, but we wore masks and somehow got through. We hung out with my folks and my sister and her family. And tradition-wise, actually, we did a cool thing. Growing up, my family had an Advent log, which Advent is, it varies. It's like somewhere between 25 and 30 days, I think. And you have candles. You have that many candles along the log. My dad had drilled holes into the log when I was just a kid. And you start on the ends, and each day you light one so it has a nice peak towards the end. And they hadn't broken that out in years, but they did it this time, and it was
that's cool.
Really nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
And
very neat.
Actually, I would consider that probably my most prized family heirloom. Like if my folks' house was on fire, I would run in and get it. And then I would probably save my folks. So
you push them out of the way. So
yeah.
I mean, you didn't like sneak into your luggage and just bring it home?
The log is about 4 feet long. I could have tried. I'm sure I could have pulled it off.
You could have just told him it was your kid or something, and just,
that's probably we do the same.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun. Christmas Day, my folks make they call it a Bauern Almond, which is a farmer's breakfast from Germany, and it's so good. I actually think about it year round, so I could eat that all day, but I just eat it for breakfast. And then my folks also make a teriyaki steak that's pretty amazing, and we had that for dinner. So we kind of do the big breakfast, big dinner. And then we don't snack during the day because we just ate so much. We would explode. And then we open presents. We do the one present every, you have to open it. You have to say who it's from. You have to say thank you to that person. You have to open it to make sure all the parts are there. You have to start reading it aloud if it's a book.
What? No batteries?
If it's a book, you're reading it. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've started asking for books for Christmas so I can literally start reading while everyone else is doing their thing. Because other than that, I'm just checking my email on Christmas. No good. So, yeah, those are the highlights. We have the tradition of my 3 nieces and nephew treating me like I am a giant action figure, and just constantly making me do stuff with them, like get on the trampoline and play tag and lightsaber battles and Candyland and this and that, and it's fun. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun, and then we have to leave. So, but yeah, it's great. I don't get to see them except once a year, maybe twice a year. So I burn a lot of calories when I'm there. And I think the rest of the adults actually appreciate it too. I give them a break. I don't even intend to. I just walk in the door and they're like, "Give me a shoulder back ride." And I'm like,
Okay.
I can't say no to that for a week. Yeah.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's cool. Thank you. Rory, I know your family's hither and thither. What did you end up
Excuse
doing?
me. Yeah, we're all over, but we're slowly reconvening in the promised land of Ohio. So I made the pilgrimage up there. There's only about 6 or 7 of us this time. Usually there's around 15. But we have snacks all day, hors d'oeuvres all day, shooting guns, drinking local beer, and mass on Christmas Eve. This year we smoked a prime rib, which turned out amazing. So it was a good time. It was a wet Christmas. It was magical. Christmas Eve, there was no snow, and then all of a sudden, 7 inches.
Oh yeah! Wow,
it was great.
Awesome.
Fresh powder really got that itch to go skiing. So I'll be happy to be back up there.
Yeah, we got that system here about Christmas afternoon. Yep.
Mhm.
And, 4 or 5 inches over here. So it was nice, but it's all gone now. It's winter up here has been so lame. It's been every day low 40s. So any snow we get, it won't stick. But
then Christmas is over. It's supposed to be summertime now.
Christmas isn't over.
So my feeling is if we're gonna live up here and we're gonna get winter, I don't want it to stretch through April by any means. No, but if we're gonna get it, I want it. I don't want a little bit of winter, because then you can't do anything. You can't ski, and you can't enjoy the outdoors because it's rainy and mucky. So just flipping snow, be cold, let the lakes freeze so we can go out on the ice, and I want to drive like a maniac in the snow. I want to go skiing. None of this, just mud and rain, snow, mud, rain. Ugh.
Agreed.
Ugh.
Agreed.
See,
I'm the kind of guy that I like it to be cold on Christmas or right up to Christmas, but then you come the 1st or whatever, I'm ready to get warm again. I'm done. I'm ready. I'm just done with the cold. I don't want it to. But then, of course, being in Florida, we all know it doesn't really get cold down here until end of January, February.
See, I like it here because it's temperate in most of the state, but the mountains are snowy up until the end of May. So you always have the option to appreciate the snow and engage. But I do also like practicing a traditional Valentine's Day and beheading my saints in the snow.
Yeah, I want to move further south where it's warmer. I don't want to be where it's cold. It's too cold up there.
Yeah.
Missed most of that. I'm sorry, Mike. I have a horrible connection tonight. I don't know what's going on.
From the top.
No. Start it over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This winter, last winter, I found out there's a group of a pretty good sizable group of guys and gals that ride motorcycles on the frozen lakes out here with the spiky tires and all that.
That's
and
cool.
What? So I found a guy, he's got a motorcycle shop. He's got more than one motorcycle set up for ice biking. And he's like, yeah, I'll let you know and come out. So I'm really, really, really wanting to go do that. I think it would be a blast.
Drag race on the canal.
It's not cheap.
So the next time we see you, you're going to be in the hospital. So
very likely. It is very likely.
You're going to be in traction and all that kind of. Your arms are going to be like this.
Totally worth it.
Yes.
This is Wednesday night.
The morphine button?
Yeah.
I can't wait. And I spent money on my car to make it a better handling in inclement weather and bad driving, and I haven't gotten to have fun with that either. So
what?
Yeah. Oh well.
Got the little button like Speed Racer. You hit it and it goes. and it puts the little thing. Yeah.
If only that'd be awesome. Bum bum
That would be cool.
bum bum ba-dum, bum. Yeah, with the buzz saws too.
Yeah.
That'd be really useful.
That'd be too cool.
Huh.
Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah.
So anybody have a new? Does anybody make a big deal of New Year's? I never have made a big deal of New Year's with my family. We just yay, Happy New Year, and we were usually
normally
playing
go
board
out to
games, and so
we
we
always
look at the
try to
clock.
get
Oh,
into. We try to go out to the parks, you know, to Disney and stuff, but of course, you know, COVID, so we didn't.
oh yeah.
But that's what we normally do
Yeah.
for New Year's, but we didn't.
Wow. We did
What-
that once,
when-
and we were
What do they do there?
there for an hour after the ball dropped, just trying to get out of the park. And it was then that I thought, I don't know if this is for me. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with it.
we usually will try to, because the parks will, you know, get to capacity, you know, when it's they let 100% of the, you know, the people in, but yeah, you'll have to, because all 4 parks will close, so you got to go in the early, you know, get there early in the morning and just hang out all day long, so you could be there for the fireworks. It's a mess. It is a mess. So,
On
yeah.
Facebook, John Martin says that we will need to see a video of the ice biking.
Oh, I have to go check that
I
out.
will, if it happens, I will document as much as I can.
Yes.
John, did you see the video of the dirt biking? I'll share that. That's another video.
I think John actually does his Viking thing with any bikes like that on the ice. That'd be cool.
With
John
the what?
John Martin, right?
Yeah, let's get the Viking helmet with the beard.
Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be cool. He said it's required. I just saw that.
Yes.
That's cool.
Guys, I'm just killing the vibe with my connection here. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we played board games. We played Super Fight, dubbed the shouting game. Has anyone played Super Fight?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Super Fight is the dumbest premise. You have a stack of what, like nouns of what you are.
Yeah,
like
you have a stack of like
you're-
fighters, which are like in your
Yeah.
range of nouns from like Baby Shark to Chuck Norris.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
Or
whatever. And then you also have like a stack of superpowers and then a stack of disadvantages.
right.
I thought this is what you did with your kids. You just had a super yelling fight.
Well, Super Fight.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
No.
Yeah, Super Fight is the dumbest game because so like I was Justin Bieber that was 100 feet tall, but I couldn't stop clapping. And
What's the name of this game? I'm gonna go.
I had a
look it up. What's the name?
battle. Super Fight. I had a
Super
battle.
Fight.
I don't remember. I think my wife was she was an assassin that could only turn left. And through tacos or something like that. It was really weird. It was, and you have to convince everybody why you would win this battle. And it really just turns into a shouting match because everybody's telling everybody's throwing in their 2 cents about how a 100-foot Justin Bieber could defeat anything, but if he can't stop clapping, he can't do anything with his hands. It's a lot of shouting.
Talking
an
absurd
absurd
arguments
game.
online. That's what they're.
Yeah.
Is that the same game?
That sounds pretty amazing. I would normally say I hate all games, but ones where you get to make stuff up and that
Guys, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we played a couple times, but like Cards Against Humanity, where you have one judge, so you have to play to their sense of humor. So
Like it's dark in a hurry.
yeah, but it's it's a good time because we're also going to have Shredder, but he's a baby fighting Chuck Norris, who has an ice beam. It's weird.
So it's a card. It's a card game.
Taco versus Burrito is a fun new game. That's Amy Stephanie on Facebook says Taco versus Burrito was a fun new game. I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. I enjoy Mexican food themed games.
Games. That's really niche.
She needs to provide a link instead of just telling us, so that way we can not have to go search for it. All right, this taco
Okay.
versus burrito.
Taco versus Burrito is a deliciously unpredictable card game where 2 to 4 players compete to create the weirdest, wildest meal. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Not sponsored.
Although, if you'd like to sponsor us, write to us at.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Check it out.
gmail.com. Our New
25
Year's
bucks with a coupon.
Yeah. Our New Year's was also board games and the aforementioned Four Loko and Nos combination.
That sounds. I'm sorry. That sounds awful.
Four Lokos and Old had both the outrageous alcohol content and the caffeine, but then
Mix it uppers and downers.
it killed so many children that they had to take that caffeine out. But we said no. So we mixed ourselves and proceeded to die the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I somewhat
my New
managed to
Year's.
win a game of Geek Out, which is just nerdy trivia, though, while also not remembering any of my answers.
But yeah, I played some trivia on New Year's too at a friend's house. Bar quiz or something. It's good. It's got some very tough questions at these quiz questions now, or quiz games now. Like, I don't know any of the modern stuff, especially any of the sports ball.
Oh yeah, anytime we go to like bar trivia, when it gets to sports ball, I'm out. But
Geography, I got you.
Yep. My crowning achievement was being the only person to get the Suez Canal crisis right.
Wow. You.
And
That's impressive.
also recognizing the discography of Counting Crows.
Okay.
What are the yes?
August and everything after that, that's it.
Amy Stephanie says John and I are yelling at each other, taco versus burrito. So yeah, it's another fight-inducing game.
Just what you need in 2021.
Exactly.
Hi, Scott. Welcome back.
Hi guys. I don't know what's going on. Nothing else is running.
We're
Nothing else
just
is
sitting
connecting.
quietly waiting for you to come back.
Yeah.
Got
I'm
awkward.
so sorry.
Yeah, we stared at each other just to try to. We played the no blinking game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brent started
Out here in the
skanking.
boondock. The guys have been up and down the road doing the things up on the power lines, and my neighbor around the corner has the internets, and they're like, "Oh, I got a million gigawatts per second," and I got
gigawatts.
Yeah, I got none. I got no gigawatts, and
They're on dial-up.
clearly
They skipped over your house. You can see the line just kind of passes around.
Excuse us, we're just gonna go around your house. I don't know. It literally around the corner. They really must have taken care of that street, and then not the one I'm on, or I'm pointing as if you know which one. You know, just up the road.
Yes.
Yeah, I googled your
Country
place. I know
directions.
exactly where you are.
The other across the tracks and up the hill, somebody else got it too, and I can't figure it out. And I've called, and they say, "Oh, you'll get it within the next 12 months."
Great.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We recently had a fiber optic company come through town and set up office to fight our big two, which are Spectrum and Charter.
Yeah. Yeah, Spectrum here.
Yeah, but it's a small locally owned company, which is great. But we finally got up to fiber optic. But they ran the line down the street, but didn't actually connect it to any of the buildings on our block. So we had to put in that specific request to actually be connected to the line that's in our front yard.
You missed the email. It got sent to your spam folder, and so they just assumed that you didn't fill out the form.
Right.
You didn't want it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the notice has been posted in the basement of the town hall.
You didn't see it? It was an ad in the Penny Saver. It's this big.
That's right.
Yep.
You missed it. They put it out there. You just missed it. Oh well.
Did anyone follow the monolith update?
So I
standard break?
assume
Yes. Yes.
I like the ongoing theory that is the notice
what
that
did
we're
I
being
miss?
demolished for a bypass.
Oh,
We,
the
Yeah.
model.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
colorful ones are popping up too now.
Yeah.
Didn't they say they caught somebody taking it down already? Isn't
Right.
that,
Well, they said the one
didn't they catch
in
somebody? Or did I miss that?
well,
One in
the
Utah?
Can you hear
yeah.
me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Uh,
Well, the first one in Utah was already claimed by an art collective, but then they said they have
Okay.
no idea what the other ones are.
Uh-oh.
So we have,
I can't build them fast enough. That's the other part of my garage where I'm building.
I know.
That's why you
Oh.
want me down there, slave labor.
Yeah, so you can help
Well, I
me
was
build
going to
these
ask,
things.
since we had some downtime, I assume some of you, what new shows have we stumbled upon?
Well, I was going to bring that up. You guys see any
what's-
movies over
what's
Christmas?
good? What have you
One
what have
specific
you been
Christmas
binging
movie?
on?
Any Christmas movie anybody saw that we want to talk about that's kind of comic book related?
Oh, yeah.
I've
Oh, that's
I have not, and I'm not sure I will at this point. I may.
the ones I'm
What?
talking about, the Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Movie? Y'all see
I haven't seen
Oh.
it yet.
it?
I've
It's not a
heard
Christmas movie.
only bad. Really?
Yeah. That's what I've heard too.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
what a drag.
Right.
No, I don't want to spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it. The beginning
Yeah.
part is really cool. The ending part is really cool. That middle part, it was just a cluster.
The
Yeah, it
whole
got
100
really
minutes in the
slow.
middle. Yeah.
And that is why the golden rule for writers is always refresh your second act more than you do your first and third.
Well, the fact that this is the first part
Yeah.
had the middle part had nothing to do with the first part of the last
Yeah.
part. So so the movie part was like, it's like, what did you guys do? But the intro was really cool, which was kind of was neat. I don't like I said I don't want to spoil it. And then the last part had nothing to do with the movie either, but it was really cool too. But God, they got that middle part was the actual movie.
Right.
I don't know what they were thinking.
Every writer can think of how a good story ends and how a good story starts, but they can't really connect the two, and that's where all the work has to be
Mhm.
done.
Yep. Yeah. That long.
By
I
next
follow it
week,
pretty
y'all
well.
watch it, and then we'll talk about it.
I could follow it pretty well.
I'm more interested in watching Fat Man. Has anyone seen the trailer for that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Mel Gibson is
yes.
yeah, Mel Gibson is
Oh,
Santa,
yes.
but Santa is like a former CIA security contractor.
No, I didn't. I saw it, but I didn't know that's what that was about. Golly. Oh
Yeah.
man, I gotta watch that now. I was like Mel Gibson. Okay.
No, but yeah, so
Yeah,
so a kid ends up, getting pissed off at Santa, so he hires a contract killer to take out Santa, but Santa being a experienced government killer himself,
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good.
I could see Nick Cage in that role.
Oh, stop. No. No.
One crazy person or the other. What is it?
yeah.
Is that on a streaming service or in the
I'm
theaters?
not sure. Is anything in theaters?
I think it was
is anything
under
out?
demand.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. That's it.
Wonder-
Oh yeah.
Wonder Woman's in theaters. A friend of mine wasted hours and money, he said.
Yeah, I know several people that went and saw it at the movies because they wanted to go see
Yeah.
a movie, and it's like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, for
we
one,
watched it on HBO Max,
Max.
or whatever.
Mhm.
I for one am enjoying the fact that they're going to have that. I love theaters, I do, but
Yeah.
I do too. But this is kind of a weird time. But well, how many? What are the production companies that's doing that? That's going to
Fat Man's
Do
on
both.
Amazon if you but it's
Okay.
it's not on Amazon Prime, it's a buy or rent, but it's like $10 to
Oh,
buy.
okay.
I have I've only been watching Expanse this break, pretty much. Expanse and
But-
finishing Mandalorian.
I haven't
think-
finished Mandalorian yet.
I think. Oh, really?
Not yet.
What do you say? Anything? Tom,
yes.
I think it's only Warner Brothers movies that are going to HBO Max like that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that is-
Yeah, because other studios do fit.
2021 on HBO Max.
I know Legendary was supposed to be part of the deal, but they had a pretty nasty fit about it, so I think they're out of
Oh,
the
yeah.
deal.
Mm.
Because that was going to
Yeah.
be Dune, would have been like one of the first ones they put onto streaming, and that would have been a pretty gnarly hit considering the budget that went into that.
Yeah, dude, I was so mad when they were that was supposed to come out Christmas Day,
Yeah,
and Denis Villeneuve, the director, I was so excited, and then they pushed it off.
yeah. Black Widow and Dune are like the two movies I'm actually stoked for, and they're both studios that will not release anywhere outside of theater.
Mm. Yeah.
So they're just going to hold it for, another 6 months or so, right?
Right.
Yeah, Black Widow's set for May, right?
As far as I can tell, I believe it said May of 2021. I think it went back to like the original release date, but a year later.
Yeah, but yeah, and same with James Bond. I think because I love James Bond, and that one's looking good. No Time to Die, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I
Yeah.
think that's right.
If it's got a time or die or gold in it, it's a chance.
It's a James Bond movie.
Yeah,
No time for gold.
No time for gold.
time for gold to die another time.
Did you see the video with the father and son playing something, some video game, and the son was just like kicking the dad's butt, and the dad gets all upset, and he goes, "You know what? We're doing this, and he breaks out the N64 and
Yeah.
GoldenEye.
Yes.
And the GoldenEye comes up, and like all the parents in the room get super excited. The kids are all look terrified, like what's going on? Yeah, you're about to get to school.
A reckoning.
Yeah.
You guys
It's not
watch
reckoning.
any Christmas TV show movies? Any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Oh, I've actually discovered Discovery, Star Trek.
Oh,
yeah.
God, that's been really, really good. I think it's been good from what's this? This is the third season, I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
I've only on the first
Yeah.
season. I'm still on the first season,
Oh,
but it's definitely. Usually I would watch something while I draw,
Yeah,
but this
next
I
week-
don't really want to do that.
okay. Look, from now on, everybody, whenever you say something that's been out for a while, say that at the beginning. I've only watched the first season because I was fixing to
Yeah,
pull
right, yeah.
something. Boy, I was fixing to say something.
Well, I got the CBS access to watch.
They
The
all
Stand.
die. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm pretty
To
sure
watch-
that
there's a fourth season, so I know that's
Yeah.
not true. But I got the CBS access to watch The Stand, and I'm not really
I don't.
disappointed in that one.
I hadn't
Really?
At first-
watched it yet.
Man, why can't they get that right?
all right.
Did y'all watch? Did anybody watch it?
I have not, but
I haven't
I
watched
saw I saw Twitter kind of go meh on it pretty quick.
Man, what a
It's
drag.
really told through flashbacks, but like flashbacks and then flashbacks inside of flashbacks, and I can't see.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Yeah, I saw the one with Molly Ringwald. I feel like that counts for something, but
I still, you know what?
Or
As
yeah.
dated as it is, I can still watch that one,
yeah.
even though
Yeah,
I hate Molly Ringwald.
I feel kind of bad because Curtis is on the other show, but he's my other Metal Gear Solid nerd. But we actually got confirmation that there's actually development happening on it, and they cast Oscar Isaac as Solid Snake, and it's supposed to be
Oh yeah.
set in the same time as the Twin Snakes, so that'll be super rad.
I like Oscar Isaac. He's good.
Yeah.
He can sing too.
Yeah, we also found out that he used to play in a ska band. So it all comes back.
He used to skank around the universe all the time.
He is Mr.
well,
Universe.
Yeah.
on that full circle, that was good. Perfect.
Excellent.
We've got
segue.
a review coming up from Wayne Hall. When we come back from the break, gentlemen, Tommy's been trying to get us to talk about a Christmas movie, favorite Christmas movie, and most hated Christmas movie. I always love to cover our favorites and our least favorites. And so, gentlemen, think about that. When we come back, you will hear us discussing those, and maybe we will come to virtual fisticuffs over our favorite Christmas movies. And we're going to watch. Oh, I'm sorry. You have been watching C. Michael Lanning arting there. We didn't mention that. He is feeling tired. He told us he's probably not going to come through the break. Brent Larson, I assume it is your custom as well to hop off at the midpoint.
He's got to drop the mic.
If
Give it to us.
You got
Give
any
it to us.
Oh, yeah.
bombs
Give
to
it something good.
drop?
Something good.
There you go.
All right, I'm ready.
I feel
Best
terrible
Christmas movie,
about
worst
doing
Christmas
that.
movie.
Best Christmas? Okay. All right. But okay.
What?
Best Christmas movie. You know, I am going to go with Die Hard. I know it's such an easy pick, but I just can't get enough of that. And then it's not really a movie, but the Star Wars Christmas special.
Oh,
Without,
Yeah, that's pretty
without riff tracks behind it is so awful.
Really? They did
Every
a riff
time
track?
someone brings
Oh,
it up,
yes.
watch,
bad.
I
Yeah,
haven't
riff track.
seen this. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I got to look for that.
so bad.
Brent? before between now and next week, you got to watch The Christmas That Almost Wasn't, Mystery Science Theater.
Okay.
That's a new one. And the old one is Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. That's
That
a
was a good one.
that's a Joel. So watch
Okay.
those. Those are pure
Okay.
gold. Mystery
I'll
Science. You
buy that
can't.
one.
They're unwatchable unless it's
Okay.
Mystery Science Theater. I mean, you can't.
Okay. Well, in that vein,
Yep.
I watched with some friends Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny. No, Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny, which is riff tracks, which
Oh.
you know is the guys who did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that is, it could be the best one they've ever done. It's
Santa Claus and the
Even
Easter Bunny.
Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny.
Ice cream bunny.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's the story of Santa Claus's sled being crash landing off the coast of Florida, and
Oh,
he
boy.
has to draw kids magically to his side to help him get unstuck. And the poor actor that they got to do this, they must have rented a Santa suit and made him sit in 100-degree weather because that thing was a sweaty mess.
Oh,
And in the middle of the entire movie, Santa Claus wants to stop the action to literally tell the kids the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, which has nothing to do with the rest of the film at all. And,
sounds amazing.
and then at the end, the Ice Cream Bunny comes to save him. I don't know who this guy is, but he's magic and he is one freaky SOB. So it is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's the bunny from Donnie Darko.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
So that is the best.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians is on YouTube, so
Yes.
you can watch it there. Brent, thank you for your recommendation. Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny.
Yep.
On Riff Tracks on Amazon.
That's on the list
Yeah.
now.
Give it a
Awesome.
spin.
I might watch that
Yeah.
tonight.
I'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Thanks, sir.
Later.
Yep. All right, viewers, we are going to cut to Wayne Hall's review of Resident Alien. And when we come back, we'll discuss our favorites and least favorite Christmas movies and continue this conversation of post-holiday frivolity.
Should we also
All right, we'll be
grab St. Michael's before he goes?
Oh,
Oh,
golly.
oh yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
That was rude. You didn't let him.
Woo.
He's gonna do
But
it
you
wrong.
see, I'm not really much into Christmas movies. I do like Gremlins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, there was one. I'll tell you one that sticks with me is one where they were going to blow up the North Pole. I can't remember what the name of it was. Like, 'twas the night before Christmas, and basically Santa Claus in there kind of gave the kids were the contractors' kids, and he kidnapped them. I guess I can't remember exactly how he ended up there. It's like, so he kind of explained how come the parents always didn't never ask about where these gifts came from. They just assumed the other parent brought them. So that's always stuck with me. I can't remember the name of that movie. Saved my life. But it's an old movie, so that's all I got. Gremlins.
There you go.
Good choice. All right. Thank you, sir.
Right.
We will
Good night,
see
y'all.
you later. And people
Good
can
night.
see you Friday at 11, right?
It's back to just being 11 Eastern.
11 Eastern.
Morning.
And what's the name of the show?
It's Weekended or Comics Newswire.
Comics
11
Newswire.
a.m.
11 a.m. Eastern.
Eastern.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, because for me it's at 10. So
10, yes. 11 a.m. Eastern, Comics Newswire. You can see Michael Lanning and hear him opine further about all things. And
all Kickstarters and comic news. So.
awesome. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Get some rest. We'll
Later
see
on,
you
man.
later.
Later.
And we'll go to the review. Wayne Hall coming up.
Hi, it's Wayne Hall back again to talk about comics, and especially indie ones that you can order in your local shop. And this year I'm going to try to do a little more of the books that are actually coming out. I've spent some time talking about what I consider the great ones that have been coming out in the past, but I want to try and focus more on the books that are currently in the shops. And I may every once in a while veer off into something that I think is terrific that you should know about, but I want to try to highlight some of the books that are out now. And so this week I want to talk about one that has a very special thing going on. It's rare when a comic actually gets turned into a TV show. But as you can see by here, this book is going to be on Sci-Fi. It's called Resident Alien, and it is not what you think. This is usually that term refers to somebody who's in the country who may not have come in legally. But this is one who is actually an alien, this guy right here. And he has a long name that he uses, but this is what he really looks like. That's not how people see him. He has the ability or something that makes him appear to be a human. And he's settled in a small town where he has ended up becoming the medical doctor there. And as a result, he's ended up in murder mysteries and things like that. So this book has been coming out for about 10 years. I've actually interviewed Peter Hogan, the creator and the writer, on here. And this is an interesting book because it has not come out on what you call a regular basis, not a monthly book. It comes out in groups and a mini-series occasionally when the writer comes up with something that he'd like to do. And so it has come out in individual little groups that it comes out like 4 or 6 issues, whatever they want. Then it comes out in a trade, and people can access it. If you haven't gotten the individual issues from Dark Horse, you can get them as a trade. Now, it's an interesting thing to point out that it has been coming by Sci-Fi, because it's going to be a very different story than it is in this book. The alien, because he looks human, a couple of people can tell that he's really an alien, can see through his disguise. But he acts very human. He is very normal on many levels. And so when he talks and things like that, he does not appear alien in that sense. Now, on the show, it's going to be very different. They've gotten an actor who is going to be making him not as human. He's going to be that outsider looking in. And as such, he is going to be a very different character from what's in the book. Now, I was reading an interview with the author, and the author says that he actually likes the book, the way that they're doing it. And I think that's great. But to me, I'm partial to the comic, I have to be honest with you. This miniseries, by the way, is called Your Rides Here. This is issue 2 of 6. There's going to be several more, but what's happening is apparently he's going to get to leave the Earth. This is going to be the final miniseries. And I highly recommend, if you haven't read the previous books, I would go back and get the original Resident Alien books. They're very good. One thing about the tone I do want to mention is the fact that if you've ever read the book Concrete, Paul Chadwick, I believe, did it, and it's more dramatic than superheroic. Not a lot of punching and kicking and action going on. But what there is a very slow, but not too slow, drama that is happening, that's unfolding before us. And I have to be honest with you, somebody who likes variety, I like a book like this. I like the fact that it's very, very different. And, it doesn't have superhero battles going on in it all the time. So here he is. We get to see him as he really is in the book. Other people see him. He's blonde. Apparently he looks like a blonde guy. He looks like the actor, interestingly enough, that they've picked to be on the show. But it's interesting how how things develop on there, and you know, sometimes it's a murder mystery, sometimes it has something to do with other members of the town, and he has become like well known amongst all the people, and they see him that way. But other people, there are a couple of people who do see him as an alien, and I really enjoy the dialogue. I really enjoy the unfolding of the story that it is. It's just a well-told story that you don't expect. I mean, in a book that's called Resident Alien, it has an alien in it. I really expected a lot more ray guns and a lot more spaceships and stuff like that. We haven't seen much of that. Instead, it's much more drama, bad things happening to good people, and the doctor trying to figure out what's going on. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this is a picture for the third issue, which is coming out in a couple of weeks. It's just a great book in the sense that it's different. It's not your usual book. It's dramatic, as I like to say. It's a drama. And as such, I like things that are slower sometimes. I mean, yeah, I like punching and kicking as much and long johns as much as everybody else. But every once in a while, I want something a little different, and that's what Resident Alien does for me. I'm interested. It's interesting too when issue 3 comes out. It's around the time when the new show is going to be on Sci-Fi, so I'm going to be watching that and seeing how it goes. It'll be interesting to see because I know it's very different, and I've read about what Peter Hogan thinks about it, and he's glad to see it go a different route. So it's a good book. There's going to be 6 issues in this. It's called right there. Your Rides Here is the final one. It's interesting as the show's just beginning, the book is coming to a conclusion. But let's get to the grading, shall we? Writing. Peter Hogan always does a brilliant job. You know, if a slow-moving thing can sometimes be really dull, it's not. This is very engrossing and very much fun. There's a lot of dry humor happening in here, so it's a very good book if you enjoy an intelligent bit of storytelling. The art is good. It kind of fits the tone. Sometimes it's very dark. Things are going on that are very interesting in it. It's very concrete-like in the sense that, yeah, there are people going on, but we see normal people, normal situations, except for him. We do see his purple head every once in a while in there, so it's really good. The art is good. I would give it a very solid B. It's a little craggy at times, and I understand we're trying to keep the tempo slow and stuff like that, but I still think it's a good solid B with that. As far as lettering, the lettering's pretty good. You know, here's a case where there's only one word or a couple words on it, and it's done very well. The lettering doesn't cover up the art, which I really like. You know, sometimes it just drives me to distraction. Literary merit. I think that Resident Alien is a book that, again, I think that because it's set in a small town setting, it's in a kind of a desolate area, it's something that it will be timeless, that 10 years from now, 10 years since it started and it's still going, I think that this is one of those books that I think is a very strong book. Again, the show's going to be interesting to watch. I give this an A on literary merit. As far as fun factor goes, like I said, there's dry humor going on. There's often wry things that he says and things that his observations. He still has an outsider look at things, but he's very different from them, and so he doesn't see things the way that they do. It's still a very, if you like dry humor, I think you're going to enjoy this book a lot. So I would give it a B on there. It's not hilarious. There's not a lot of thigh-slapping jokes going on. So I would give it a B because I like dry humor. Overall grade, I still give this book an A. This is one of those books that I can't wait till it comes in. So I know I keep track of when it's going to be there, so I know when I get to the store, I expect it to be there so I can make sure I read it. It's great. I'm going to be fascinated to see how this concludes. I'm also going to be interested to see the show. So it's a very different book on a couple of levels. So overall grade, I'd say A. I think the Doctor has a very unique way of doing it. The Alien does. How things wrap up, that I'm going to be fascinated to see because he's got to be true to the story, but it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. 10 years of storytelling. I hope he has a really good conclusion for the Alien here in this. So, that's the first one of 2021. Resident Alien from Dark Horse. I hope you get out and get it. And I hope we get to see this face on the Sci-Fi Channel too. So until next time, keep reading your comics.
No, we're not.
Thank you.
Now we're back.
Are we not back?
Now we're back.
Are we back?
We're back now.
We're back. All right, folks. My goodness, we are a bunch of professionals here tonight. We're on top of our game. It is Wednesday night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. C. Michael Lanning and Brent Larson were sweepy, so they had to go to bed. old men who had to go to bed. And we are talking about anything and everything tonight. We're catching up from our time off from last year and talking about Christmas traditions and Christmas snacks and favorite movies, favorite Christmas movies, stuff we've caught up on, we've binged on, upcoming movies, working on comic books. I want you all to mark your calendars. January 14th, we have 2 new titles coming out. It's very exciting. The Silverline world keeps growing. We love it. We love it. We have 2 titles, Teen Beetle #1 and Switchblade #1 remix coming January 14th to Kickstarter. Keep an eye on all of our social media outlets. We will be giving updates as they come along. If you are new to the 21st century and you've not clicked like, follow, and all that sort of stuff on our social medias, do that right now and make sure you get all of our updates. Go to our website, and there is we're pretty great about updating that. Tim there manages a lot of the content on the website. He has our craft blog that gets up there, and you get to see deep into the minds of our creators and the creative process. So head over there. Also, if you scroll down just a little bit, silverlinecomics.com, scroll down, you can see all of our social media outlets and our streaming outlets, and we have a new update on Discord. So if you're not on there, check that out.
What's Discord? And
make sure you're following along with all the upcoming news, because it comes fast and furious. That should have to be a great name for a movie. For all of our news and
where's that sponsor deal?
Our newsletter comes out as well. If you're not getting that, be sure to get on the newsletter bandwagon. And if you have supported us in the past, thank you, of course. But keep an eye on your inbox for our updates for our projects. And as always, when you back our project, you are literally just pre-ordering your book and any goodies that you want with it, because our projects are done and they're ready to go, and we want to get them into your hands. So like, share, tell all your friends. I'll say it again. Thank you, Wayne Hall, for your support of Silverline and providing your reviews. Tonight was Resident Alien. And if you are watching this live, chime in, anything and everything. We want to hear what you have to say. And if you're watching this not live, after the fact, posto facto, we love for you to throw comments on. We try to keep an eye on those comments and respond to them. So before the break, I asked the guys to think of.
Oh, I also say, Tommy. Tommy asked, what is a Discord? A Discord is a communication app and tool that connects you and many others in a series of chat rooms and voice chats. So you can talk to us, the creators at Silverline, at any time. When I'm writing, I like to pop it open. I get some sort of friend simulator in the background, so, you can ask questions about the writing process.
There you go.
There's the plug.
And that's the beauty of an outfit like Silverline. We're small, and we love the connection with our Silverline family. And that's you guys out there. You are our Silverline family. Thank you for your support. And on your screen, you should be seeing
a giant
Tommy
eyeball
inking a very large eyeball. Tommy inking over Ooms' pencils.
Michael, and this is for the Teen Beetle book. One of the covers. I guess it's one of the alternate covers.
Tommy, you're very
You're
quiet,
very quiet.
at least
Very
on my
quiet.
end. So,
Am I quiet? What's
Yeah.
going on? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Testing.
yeah. So he's doing Teen Beetle. He's inking over C. Michael Lanning's pencils, and you said that's a cover, yes? Nod.
Yes.
Awesome.
This is not working.
Yeah, you're pretty quiet. So we before the break, I asked the guys to think of a Christmas movie that they loved and a Christmas movie that they did not love. We got some great input from Brent, of course, Die Hard, right? And then C. Michael had a movie about blowing up the North Pole. He couldn't remember the name. So if somebody out there figures out the name, go ahead and throw that in the comments. I'm not familiar with that one. Rory, did you come up with anything?
Yeah. So
favorite Christmas movie.
I'll start with my worst, the least favorite, or like just the worst Christmas movie.
Man,
Home
I'm
Alone
losing you, so you're
3.
probably gonna have to say it again.
Home Alone 3. Worst.
I missed it all. All of
Okay.
it.
Perfect.
Excellent. Best favorite, A
Yes.
Christmas Story.
Write it on something. So we can...
Because it was filmed where?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Did you say that already?
No.
I'm gonna quit. This internet thing. Sorry,
Are you gonna rage quit?
Yes.
sorry, viewers. Yeah.
Scott
I
just
was
throws
to
his
see the
keyboard.
camera flip around.
Did you say it was filmed in Cleveland?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
And also,
because it was filmed in Cleveland.
it was filmed in Cleveland.
Where's it filmed?
Special connection. In the parade scene, there is a boys choir on a float, the Ohio Boys Choir. My brother and I sang for the Ohio Boys Choir in our youth, our younger days.
Ooh.
Cool.
Were you in the movie?
I was
A little before your time.
just a bit.
So
Tim.
on YouTube, Quentin says best Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Worst
yeah.
every Hallmark and Lifetime movie.
Oh no.
Those are
no.
the best.
Actually, I think we watched 5 or 6 Hallmark Christmas movies on Christmas Day.
Right. Well, the thing is, being a person who works in finance in the city, I'm just worried that some hunk with a single dad with a daughter from the country is going to come in and steal my girlfriend.
That's every Hallmark movie. Yeah.
That's a serious fear. That's legitimate. Isn't Dean Cain and Kevin Sorbo big into Hallmark movies
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Man, Hercules and Superman.
Hey, you got to work, right? Tommy, you got a favorite over there?
Christmas movie. Well, of course, I like the Santa Clauses, 1, 2, and kind of 3. Three is not as good as the first 2. Somebody in the back room over there is telling me some of the. Did you see the new Christmas Chronicles movies with Russell?
Oh no,
Kurt Russell. Yeah, those are pretty good. The first one's really good. The second one's is okay, but one lately that we've been getting into, it's an animated movie. I think it's on Netflix right now. It's either Netflix or Amazon Prime, but The Claws with a K. Have you guys seen that?
Claws. Yep. That was awesome. It is.
That is a beautiful movie. Yeah, and it's really good. And then at the end, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. I always spoil it. Boy, but that end scene when he goes, I see my best friend once a year.
Yep.
Yeah, love that movie. Yeah, you're like, it was great all the way through.
Hand animated, right?
I don't know.
I thought it was significant because it was all traditionally animated. I could be wrong, but I loved it. Great story, amazing animation. Yeah, Claws. And I think it was made specifically for Netflix. It was that was its original.
Yeah, it's
intent.
it's excellent. But
Love
the
it.
you know, I mean, I guess you could do like you know, I don't even consider like Nightmare on, Before Christmas. Here's a little nightmare.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of that kind of stuff, but I don't consider that Christmas stuff. I think of that more of a Halloween type of movies, but some people think of that as Christmas.
I like it for both. Just
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
October through December is prime nightmare time.
Oh yeah.
I ended
Wanna
up
see
getting
the
an
Claus
advent
versus Krampus.
calendar this year. Somebody gave me one of our buddies.
That's
It got a bunch of the figures. I'm sitting at my wife's work desk, and she's got all the figures sitting out over there. They're really cool. Here's the
oh yeah.
Mayor.
bunch of.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 25 of them, I guess, because it's an advent calendar. So, but what other Christmas, non-Christmas movies that people like? I know Brett was saying the Die Hard movie. See, I don't consider that a Christmas movie. Just because it happened, I don't even think there's a debate. Just because it happens at Christmas doesn't mean
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3 is a good Christmas movie. Yeah.
Oh, is it a Christmas movie?
It's got Christmas music in it.
Yeah.
What does that got to do with it?
And he says he buys it like Merry Christmas, right? At the end, like he blows up all the suits, right?
Yeah,
And
pretty much adopts a
guess.
kid. Yeah.
I mean, if just let's go over it real quick. How many movies had a Christmas in it? Like, all the Harry Potter movies are pretty much had a Christmas scene in it. We make those? Is that a Christmas movie?
They did come out
declare-
My wife is saying yes.
Yeah.
Silverline declares, write it down. Silverline declares Harry Potter movies are Christmas movies. There we go. We're making that
Any
statement.
movie that's got Christmas, if
official.
they celebrate, if there's a Christmas tree or anything like
Scott,
that in it, then
you
it's
could
Christmas.
ruin us.
No, get J.K. Rowling on the horn right now.
Amy Stephanie says the Polar Express is one they like.
Oh,
I feel like that's
sorry,
that one gives me
sorry,
creeps.
Amy.
Roland asks if Die Hard is Thanksgiving, but I believe 1 is for sure Christmas, but 2 might be Thanksgiving. 2 is the airport, right? On the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I get him. Yeah.
Uh,
Amy, thank you for chiming in. Polar Express.
It's creepy.
I'm
Creepy.
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy. I wish I could love it, and I don't want to make anyone feel bad and like crush Christmas spirit or anything like that. But like that animation style, that motion capture, and
It's just weird looking.
my kids liked it though. Like it's been on in our house.
You allow that in your house?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, yeah. When a grandmother buys it for my kids, no.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say? No. Yes.
Aaron says he likes one Christmas movie from the 80s called One Magic Christmas. It's on Disney Plus right now. But he was never a huge fan of Home Alone.
Oh, Noel. That's on the Disney. You mentioned Disney Channel. Did you watch Noel? It was last year, I guess it came out. It's the girl from the singing shows, the singing movies. God, that's stupid. I guess that doesn't mean anything.
Step it up to the streets.
There's a certain generation of a guy, whenever you make a movie reference, like he's gonna step up to the streets.
Somebody's giving me a clue. What's her name? Anna Kendrick.
Oh, Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect. Thank you. See, I told you it was the same movie.
Yeah, those are
She's
good.
the one with the real pointy nose, kind of pointy face. Yeah.
Cutie.
Thank you.
But
Thank you, Rory.
that's actually a pretty good Christmas movie. It's real cute. It's real good.
Okay. I'm sorry. And Eric said he doesn't like Home Alone, but if I may ask, Eric, was that Eric? Yes.
It's Aaron.
Aaron. Okay. Aaron said, from what generation do you hail, Aaron? Were you? Did you watch it? See, because I saw it in the theater, and I remember laughing my face off watching that movie in the theater, and then I've watched it again. I was like, "This is dumb."
Yeah.
This is classic 90s.
Yeah. Exactly.
It didn't age as well as Face Off.
Haven't we had the discussion here about that there was a doctor that analyzed Home Alone? Did we have that discussion?
Yeah, he said that'd
Yeah.
be for sure be dead.
Yeah, they'd be dead multiple times.
Yeah.
And a happy new year. You
Yeah.
filthy animal.
Yeah, filthy animal. Yeah. Tommy, that's awesome. Did you give us one you didn't like, or you just kind of lamented because it has Christmas?
You know,
it's not Christmas.
yeah, those are the ones that are supposed to be
Yeah.
Christmas movies that aren't. Those are the ones I don't like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Does anybody remember the animated movie The Snowman? It's a silent one. It's just
Da,
music.
da, 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 da.
Yes.
Da, da, da. Yeah, I don't
love
like
that.
that one.
You don't?
You love it? Oh,
I love it.
I don't know.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's early 80s. It's been around for quite a while. It's very British.
Oh yeah.
There's the only dialogue is at the beginning. There's like a voiceover, a narrator. I remember the snowiest Christmas, blah blah blah. And then kid builds a snowman. It must be the way they build them in England. We gotta what's his
Peter.
Pete? Is it Pete?
Peter Clinton.
Did I lose you? Yeah.
No?
Yeah. He builds a very, very realistic looking snowman, and
It's got snow
I don't know,
arms and
right.
everything. Yeah.
yeah. I'll give you the nostalgia thing, okay?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It could be because my nephew and niece loved it and watched it all the time.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah.
You ruin it for you.
Yeah.
Tim, did you have any Christmas movie input?
Yeah, I'll say go-tos are either Nightmare or Les Mis.
Les Mis.
Les Mis, yeah, I was a theater kid, so of course I love it. Grew up reading the play and like watching the theatrical productions when they came through. So when the movie came out, I was actually super into it. So that's been a solid go-to for me.
All right.
Yeah, at least there is an animated movie that came out called Jack Frost. I remember I've seen it twice. I don't remember any details about it, so I assume I don't like it.
Is it the horror one?
No, it was like an animated kids movie.
Which one's that?
But
Jack Frost.
it was like Frost and the
missed what you
Guardians or
said.
something like that. I don't.
Oh,
Jack Frost.
wait. Oh, the Rise of the Guardians?
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that. Oh, did my Zoom just die? It did. Cool. All right, Zoom's still dead for me, so when that comes back, that'll be great.
Okay. Well,
Zoom's back. Great. All right.
Hey.
We just missed like a minute.
yeah. It's that kind of night, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
gotta be first
Rise of the
time back.
Guardians is fun. That came out a few years ago. That's
All right.
yeah.
Oh, Roland knows what I'm talking
which
about.
Chris is Captain Kirk?
Yeah, there was
Chris-
there's a movie that came out in. Oh no, it's a different one. Interesting. Why it's giving me different titles, but yes, there's a separate movie called Jack Frost, which features the same Frost from Rise of the Guardians.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, what's that one with Michael Keaton where he turns into a snowman?
Oh yeah, what is
Isn't
that one?
Jack Frost?
I think that is Jack Frost, and that's the one it keeps trying to. That's the one it keeps trying to refer me to, but
But
that's
there's
not the same
another-
Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Best Michael Keaton movie,
Yeah.
Multiplicity.
Yeah.
Speaking of Michael Keaton, I just saw. I didn't read the whole article. Apparently, he's going to be Batman again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah.
Oh,
In
really?
what capacity? Like
Old man Batman.
Here's my hope, Damian Wayne.
nursing home? What?
So here's my hope, Damian Wayne. Let's get like old Batman in there, give him a sword, have him kill Joker.
I think he's just going to be like nursing home Batman.
Well, I mean,
Back in my day.
You seen him? You seen him as Vulture? He can still superhero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. He was awesome in that. Are you guys still there? Yes, good.
Yeah.
Here.
So I will chime in if that's okay.
Please do.
Top of my list, honestly, Muppets Christmas.
Oh, that's a
Muppets
good
Christmas
one.
Carol.
Carol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's a good
love
one.
that
Yeah.
one.
I can't believe I missed that or didn't say
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
My father-in-law loves loves all the Christmas Carol movies, so he's got like from the silent era on through, and Patrick Stewart and
Bill Murray.
every version of it. Well, those are great. I don't know, just that's Scrooged.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's good.
It's
Pretty
okay.
good. Well, I wanted to make that costume one year for Halloween. The death character. Yeah, that's a
Future.
Yeah.
I got to play Goes a Christmas Future.
Ooh.
Yeah. Interesting nugget from Rory.
It's kind of like, where to go from here?
Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
that's it.
It's great.
Really topped
One
out
of my
that one.
most hated, and I can
We're done. That's it.
Great
You guys have a great
job.
night.
Where do you go from there? You can't top that.
That's it. We peaked. I can't stand Frosty the Snowman. I cannot. I
Interesting.
can't.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah,
And-
I haven't seen it after the age of 8, so I don't think I can go
Yeah.
back and watch it now.
Nah, don't do it.
For me, it's unwatchable, and it's like one of those. I get it. It's a classic, but why? Like
I feel like part of
Why-
becoming a parent is just hating your childhood because you have to.
You got to keep doing it over and over.
enough
Yes.
enough with and I know I'm nitpicking everything, but it's like when it's on so many levels that it just doesn't make any sense. Like, so, but my kids have reached the age where we MST3K just about every
Yes.
movie.
Oh yes, I love that's perfect. That is
Drives my wife
perfection.
nuts. And I'm the worst culprit. So it's my fault. So I had to rein them all. I'm like, stop, just watch the movie. Because Rudolph, Frosty, Rudolph is like, I love Rudolph. I love it. But they're all just jerks
Yeah.
across the board. Which one's the
It's a
coach?
tougher world.
What?
I want to be a dentist.
Yeah, well-
yeah. What was the name of that guy?
But
Yeah, I don't think he has a name.
Was it? Well, that's from the Island of Misfit Toys, right? With
Yeah.
is that Cornelius, the miner?
Yukon Cornelius is the
Yukon
minor.
Cornelius. Yeah.
But no, the angry boss elf. I don't think he has a name. Hermie, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like which reindeer is the coach? The whistle.
Yeah.
there was one, wasn't there?
I forgot.
Yeah.
Connor.
Well, when Rudolph's nose comes off and they all freak out, and he's like, "Wow, he won't play any reindeer games with us, man." And
It's
You're
he's
out of here.
Coach Comet.
Thank you. He's the only adult. They're all kids.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, well, ostracizing, right, kids? Yeah. It's so horrible, the whole movie. I mean, I watch it every year.
Right. Right. The boss elf was just called Foreman. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Santa Claus, right from the, you should be ashamed of yourself. and then while the elves are entertaining him, he's sitting in his chair. He's going like the whole time he can't. And he never apologizes to Rudolph. He just, I need you, Rudolph. I'm desperate. But never does he doesn't say sorry. But it's fun to watch with my kids now because we all point that stuff out. And I love, and stop motion's like amazing with the eyeball. Ah!
I forgot that the lion's name is Keen Moonracer, and now
Yeah.
I need I need a thrash band with that name.
He doesn't make any sense either. He flies around the entire world every night looking for misfit toys, but he can't go see Santa. He needs Hermie and Yukon Cornelius to do that for him.
Yep.
I don't get it. And has anybody noticed? I'm sure you've seen this at the end when they're depositing the misfit toys. There's an elf. He's giving them umbrellas, and that bird that can't fly, he holds the umbrella, then decides against it, and then just throws the bird overboard.
No, I didn't.
He looks at the umbrella, looks at the bird. He's like, nah, see ya. The bird can't fly. Oh, well. Yep. So, yeah, there's a bunch of Christmas movies I love. Some of the classics, I don't know. And what is the deal with, I love Charlie Brown, too. I love that. But the entirety of Charlie Brown's life, why are all the kids so mean to him all the time? And no one intervened. You blockhead, you're not good at anything. They're horrible to him. And he's like, nah.
It's like real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, blockhead, egghead. I don't know. I've heard it all.
Quentin says that was a trying time for you, Scott. I can tell.
PTSD coming through.
You're not good at anything. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
You can't guard no cups.
Christmas movies. I will. You're not good at anything. Yeah. The Mystery Science Theater versions, though, I've got to check out Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. That's fantastic. I got to check that out tonight. Coming up in the future of comic book movie world, very soon, right? Marvel and Star Wars are dropping tons of stuff, right?
Oh yeah, all the TV shows and everything.
Yeah, is it on the 15th that Long Division is coming? And
I hate math.
I have to look it up actually, but it's all very exciting. It's like it's too much because like I'm stuck. I'm trying to work through Discovery, and I have not even had time for Mandalorian. My kids have watched that, but if they're just going to keep growing these worlds, which I'm all for, I love it. I love the medium that allows this to happen because we've never had this before to allow these worlds to just keep. It's awesome.
We finally got the "it's not a phase, mom" moment that we all wanted.
Yes.
Nope, he's messed up for life.
Yeah, it's all very exciting. It's just I don't know, it seems a little daunting sometimes to try to keep up. I guess that's a good problem to have. What are you guys most looking forward to?
Isn't there going to be an Obi-Wan show?
There's going to be an Obi-Wan show. But it'll be between 3 and 4.
Okay.
And then I guess they greenlit the Boba Fett show too.
Yeah, we had a formal announcement for the Book of Boba Fett, which I think that's what I'm most stoked for because I've always loved the bounty hunter side of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So this is,
and
they made
guy that's playing Boba.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so they make clear this is going to be kind of Boba's rise as he takes over the cartel. So it's going to be very much the criminal underworld of Star Wars, which I think will be rad.
Is it going to be played by the kid who was the clone of Django?
No, it's played by Django.
It's played by Django.
It's Tamir Morrison.
Remember, because it's a clone of him.
Yeah.
So why not let him play?
Yeah.
Works out just fine, right?
Clever.
That and the Hawkeye show, since it looks like it's going to be very peak West Coast Adventures, where it's Hawkeye and Kate Bishop kind of bumming it. Yeah.
Gotta go thrift shopping at the used Arrow.
Exactly,
that just fell flat.
Yeah. I mean, that's so. Here's like a really weird deep cut for Hawkeye. At random points, they'll cut to Hawkeye owning a Winnebago, but they never really do a whole lot with it. But in the West Coast Avengers, the most recent run with Gwenpool, Quentin Quire, and all these other kids, they had a moment where they're all living in it. And then in the new Marvel Avengers game, they had the Winnebago in the shield base, in the helicarrier. Oh. And I think we got images of it on set, and I was like, yes, this is the best cut for any character.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Winter Soldier and oh my gosh, wow! I'm really looking forward to it. I can't even
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Falcon, thank you.
I always wanted to call him Captain Falcon, but that's something completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the prospect of that, and the kind of diverging here from those two, Strange New Worlds, the Star Trek series that's supposed to be happening with Captain
With
Pike,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
Enterprise. So it's very exciting. I've heard there are more Star Trek shows in the works, but it's not as set in stone from what I've read. I maybe I missed it, but that's the only one that I've heard is confirmed.
Did you get to watch Picard?
Oh
Picard
Yeah,
pilot?
yeah.
I like Picard.
Did you hear that? Well, I think I read this. Maybe it was last week or whatever. But the Q is supposed to make an appearance.
Right.
Remember Q from Next Gen? Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to do more Picard stuff with Q now that they kind of
Oh. Okay.
Also,
I'm
go carry on. This is a call back on the chat.
Go ahead.
Okay. Quentin says psychologists have cross-referenced people in Charles Christopher Schultz's life directly to the characters, with him being Charlie Brown. So the show may just be him exploring his depression.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Amy Stephanie says, good night, fellas. Thank you for the diversion from an insane day. You are more than welcome. We are here to make you laugh because we all need to laugh right now.
Yes. Yep.
It's been a day.
Hey, if we can make you laugh, we've done our job.
That's all I aim to do.
I mean, how can we take ourselves seriously with the
when you opened on us talking about skanking without referencing the conversation we had?
And then are we live? Are we live? Roll it, run. Gentlemen, we are coming up on quarter till. I'm going to start wrapping up because I want to thank. Who do I want to thank first?
Daytona,
Wayne again for your review as always, and then our big sponsor, Daytona Beach Comic Con. Thank you very much for supporting Silverline, and for our viewers and listeners out there, head over to their Facebook page and support them as well. Folks, mark your calendars for January 14th. We have 2 new titles coming. This is what we do. We make comic books. So we would love for you to head over to Kickstarter, and we've got Teen Beetle #1 and
Which you saw the cover of one of the.
Yep.
Yeah, that was looking really good.
So try to finish it tonight.
Sneak peek the content that you get here, and share this video with your friends, so they can see that comic, that cover, and get all your updates. SilverlineComics.com, and just scroll through. We got tons of news. All of our titles are there. There's a drop down. You can check out our titles. You can order our titles or our comics from there. And when we do launch our Kickstarters, those are ready to go. And when that campaign is successfully funded, which we hope it will be, you will get your comic books not long after. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and all those things on all of our social platforms. I'm going to give everybody the chance to say goodnight and give them the opportunity to tell you where they can, where you can support them individually. Gentlemen, I didn't want to cut you short. I'm not cutting anybody short. Did I forget anything?
No, I think we're good.
All right.
Join our Discord, open invitation on the website.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I do apologize for my poor connection for being out in the boondocks. Seems like it's fine now.
You're getting fiber next week. They just called me.
Did they call you?
Yes. Yeah. They called Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy, let Scott know. We try to contact him. But
yeah, because you wouldn't fill out the form, so I filled it out for you.
Yeah. That's all you do. Your taxes, right? Is pass them off to someone else too.
That's right.
Right. Exactly. It's good, right? So for all of our viewers and listeners out there, thank you. Let's start with Tommy. Go ahead, say goodnight. Tell them where they can find you, sir.
Just anywhere. Just Google search whatever for Thomas Florimonte Jr. Of course, I always spell it because Scott thinks it's funny. Florimonte. Just like it sounds, but you're going to still spell it wrong. So that's why I'm trying to give it to you. Just look me up on Facebook, mostly on Facebook, but Just Google that. But you can find my personal stuff on Inferno Studios, where I do all my Kid Hero-y kind of fun stuff. Of course, I'm over at Kablam Digital Printing if you ever need me over there for printing stuff. And I guess that's it. Yes. Oh, that's
Well done. Well
Okay.
done. Thank you, sir. Rory Boyle, go for it.
Oh boy, I totally forget where we're at. You can find me at Steam Patriots at the Instagram and the Facebook.
That's
The
where we are.
Facebook,
That's
on
where
the
we're at.
internet.
That's where we are.
You can also find me in any dark back alley selling
Yeah.
back issues.
Behind the Walmart.
Street corners and dark back alleys selling back issues of all Silverline comics.
That's Rory, and it's not an indictment by any means from Silverline and or J.K. Rowling and our statements on Harry Potter.
Christmas movies.
I'll go and then I'll let Tim wrap up. Yeah, it is at Steam Patriots on Facebook and Instagram, and I promise maybe next week if Tim remind me before next week to give you some new artwork, maybe we can show some artwork off, because Mr. Dan Hosick has been coloring and lettering. It's there, it's real. I'm not making this up.
Saying that,
so
we've been talking about it. I think
I know. I'm building hype.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're working on
the tension.
We gotta
it'll be there.
Kickstarter going. We gotta get it going.
It'll happen.
Okay.
So
I'm excited.
That's where that story is to be found, and hopefully we'll ramp up our promotional efforts for that. But soon we'll be ramping up for Teen Beetle and Switchblade. So those will be coming soon. And remix. So Tim TK, go ahead.
Well, you kind of died halfway through there. But I am Tim TK. I'm the writer and creator of Wolf Hunter issue 1 is being wrapped up, I believe, and I am in the process of writing issue 2 until I broke my glasses, and hopefully we'll have that ready for arting soon as well. I also do the Twitch streams under the name Agro Bacon on the screen in front of you, right next to my other title, which is Ska Daddy for tonight. You can find me there in a few minutes streaming some Destiny 2. I can't see, so we'll see how.
Are you gonna see anything? You're gonna...
I may be shooting like a few meters off to one side or the other, but we'll see how it goes.
Your score is gonna be really low.
Yeah. No rating, that's for sure. But it should be a good time.
Should be interesting.
Yeah. And on that, you can find me behind 7-Elevens selling back issues of Silverline content.
Gentlemen,
that's where we meet to bundle them like a paper.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You go, man. Do you have some of issue 4 of this? Because I don't have any. I'm all out. Here's issue 3.
That's the thing. Like table fees at conventions are very steep now, but a table fee behind the 7-Eleven,
yeah, it's real cheap. Real cheap for a table spot.
How much for number 3? Thank you to our Daytona Beach Comic-Con. Thank you to all of our viewers out there and our listeners, live and otherwise. We appreciate you. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for all of you. That's it. That's our show. We've got a Sunday show, and there's more to come next week.
Yeah.
And I
Do
think
we know
that's
what we're
a wrap,
talking about
gentlemen. Next week? So I do not.
Okay.
It's going to be awesome and likewise equal parts hilarious. So
that's a promise.
Join us, and that's that wrap. So, folks, make mine Silverline. I don't even know if I'm still talking. Make mine Silverline. Love you all. Good night. Bleep blop blop bleep blop blop.